Okay, so let's talk about censorship. Specifically on the internet, social media sites, that kind of thing. Because it's obviously becoming an increasing problem, certainly in the past year or two. Obviously, I think mostly everyone is really pissed off with YouTube about how you have to basically censor everything. I've noticed massacre being censored, disorder. Literally, you can't use the word disorder. Autism, and countless other examples. I'm not going to go through the whole list, but it's these in particular that have stuck with me, because if you can't refer to a massacre as a massacre, like, what the fuck? That's all I can say. What the fuck? And if you can't talk about a disorder, like, a health disorder, a mental health disorder, if disorder is too bad of a word, like, again, what the fuck? It doesn't make any sense. Who is this benefiting, right? Because it's supposed to stop bullying. If they wanted to stop bullying, this isn't the way to do it at all. It's just making things harder to talk about, that people need to talk about. Especially with autism. There are autistic YouTubers who've spoken out about this and how it affects them, and their comments are getting turned off in the name of protection. It's mollycoddling. It's fascism, okay? Treating people as if they can't think for themselves is fascism. That's what it is, in my opinion. Like, yeah, I don't know, it's just crazy to me. It's crazy. Obviously, you've got Facebook as well. They will let transphobia slide. They will let all sorts of horrible things slide as long as you don't swear, right? Because that's all they care about, is if you use the word bitch or fuck. Like, it's absolutely insane. Like, one of my comments got flagged, right, for... There was this thread about, about everyone's art and things like that, and someone said that they're a musician. So I was like, post your SoundCloud, bish. I didn't even say bitch. It was bish. B-I-S-H. Yeah. The comment was removed. Yep. And it doesn't matter how upsetting people are being in the comments and how horrible they're being, as long as they're framing it in polite language. It's just pushing the horribleness down under the surface, so it's much harder to call out and harder to, harder to make them accountable for what they're saying. Because if you're like me, you'll get angry and you'll be like, well, you're a bitch, and get banned from posting. Even if that person is being a bitch, and like upsetting someone else, it's fucked. It's fucked. It's like, and I don't want to play them at their game. I don't want to dress up all of my criticisms in this, like, inoffensive language. Like, just because they're dressing transphobia up in inoffensive language doesn't make it okay at all. In fact, it makes it much worse, because it's harder to see what's wrong with it. And if you're banning people who are pointing that out, and you're not listening to any reports on, like, hateful comments, then who is this really benefiting? What is this really for? Like, Mark Zuckerberg isn't trans. He's a white man. People can't even use the word man on Facebook without risking getting their comment removed. So they have to revert to unusual spellings. It's fucking nuts. And yeah, it's not just Facebook. There's also Reddit. I'm sure most people have been banned from a subreddit at some point in their lives. Like, you know, I was banned from a subreddit. I can't even remember what it was. Oh, fuck's sake. Hang on a second. Oh, come on.
Hello.
Piss off.
Kim.
Piss off.
Thanks for ringing. Sorry I'm not in at the moment, or I can't get to the phone. If you want to leave a message, I'll ring you back later. Thanks. Bye.
I don't fucking know.
Oh, hi Kim.
Oh, fucking hell. Right, I'm gonna have to leave the room. But yeah, I'm really sorry about that. What can you do? But yeah, like... Yeah, I was banned from a subreddit for like... saying... Alright, what was it? It was about red flags. So, someone commented saying, oh, it's a red flag if someone says that they have no filter. And then I replied to them saying, well, having ADHD, it's sometimes best to warn people. And I was banned for saying that. I was banned. I was banned for invalidating someone's perspective. Excuse me? Like, fucking excuse me? So you're gonna let someone post this, like, ableist comment and ban me for pointing out that they're actually wrong in their generalisation? It's just insane. I'm sorry. I'm increasingly disillusioned with every form of social media because it's insidious, it's toxic, it makes me feel like shit all the time, and well, that's basically it. And it just allows shitty people to get away with their shitness in vast numbers. It's worse than 4chan. Like, at least you don't have to be worried about calling someone out in a polite enough way on 4chan. You can call them a cunt. Not that that's productive. And don't go on 4chan, honestly. It's also extremely toxic. Oh dear. I do miss the days of S4S being a blue board, but now it's a red board, so it's ruined. That's beside the topic. Censorship, yeah. It is really worrying. And like when YouTubers have to bleep out like half of their video and it's not even swear words, like what's the point of YouTube Kids if like you're trying to make everything kid friendly anyway, even when it's not kid friendly? Like, I don't know, like what if a kid's watching a video about fucking pedophiles or something, and like but because like all of the nasty words are censored, it's like kid friendly, but actually it's like a really disturbing video. Like, isn't that a bit fucked? I don't know. And it's also teaching people that these words are something to be ashamed of. That you can't say that you have a disorder. You can't say that you're autistic. Like, because it's shameful and wrong, and you must censor it. No, censor it, or we will not pay you. It's horrible, and doing the exact opposite of what they are apparently intending to do. I think that's about all I had to get off my chest, but yeah, it just really bothers me, and we need to move somewhere else, some other platform. I do remember this other YouTube platform. Can't remember its name though. I mean, I know there's Vimeo and Dailymotion, whatever. But yeah, it's just really sad what's happening to YouTube. The good old days are over. And let's face it, Facebook never had any good old days. And yeah, it just sucks. Well, I'll see you some other time.